Hi, this is Jay from IntelligentTrendFollower.com, and today I want to answer a reader's question about how to find the best trend following stocks using fundamental. The answer is FinViz. I think that FinViz provides a great place to find trend following breakout stock ideas using both technicals and fundamentals. So let's get started. First, just head over to finviz.com. That's a free website. And you're going to want to go to the stock screener, which you can see right here. Once you're there, this is what it looks like, and importantly, you'll notice there are fundamental and technical screening criteria. So let's start with the technicals because it's just a little bit more straightforward. So when we're talking about trend following stocks, you're basically talking about stocks that are breaking up, that are going higher in price. So an easy way to screen for that on FinViz is using the new high or low technical screens. Now, I like the 52-week high and low the best. For trend following breakout stocks, you probably want to use the high. Of course, if you're bearish and looking to trend follow on the downside, you could just look for the low. The reason I like to use the weekly high is it's just a little bit more meaningful than the 20 and 50-day highs for longer term time frames. So the other neat thing that I'd like to mention about FinViz is there is this charts tab. So once you're within the screener, you can click on that and it will present all of the stocks from your screen in daily chart form. So that's really helpful. I mean, you can already see some great trend following stocks here just by looking at new 52-week highs. This is truly, a great start, an easy way to start. Now we can go a step further though. One of the hallmarks of a strong technical trend that I like to see is these moving averages, all sloping in the same direction and all aligned in the same direction. So FinViz makes that easy. You can start at the 200-day simple moving average screen and just make it so that the 200-day MA is below the 50-day MA. And then once this loads, we can do the same with the 50 and the 20. Just go ahead and put the 50 below the 20 moving average. And you'll see now we're down to 433 stocks that are, in technical uptrends hitting new highs. Simple as that. If you want, you could, choose stocks that are up today or up this week or month. If you're looking for some shorter term momentum, for instance. And again, notice that every filter you add continues to reduce the number of stocks that are on your list. But from a technical perspective, I think this is a great start. Definitely lots of good names on this list already. Adobe, Amazon, just to name a few. Now, switching to the fundamental tab, we can definitely narrow things down here. Honestly, I think the risk is going too narrow in your fundamental criteria. So, for me, I like to keep it pretty broad here. Typically, I don't want to invest in companies with a lot of debt, so I'll put the debt equity ratio to under 1, and that should narrow down our list a bit. As you can see, it took out about 200 stocks. Next, I like to ensure that the company is profitable. So I'll look for a positive return on equity. Depending how selective you can be, you could look for a higher. Today we could just say over 5%. Again, the risk with fundamentals is that you could over eliminate companies. Stock screens aren't perfect, so sometimes because of accounting issues and whatnot, this will sort of overdo it on the fundamental side. I like to leave it here. You may go a step further. Maybe you want to ensure a certain amount of gross margin. Maybe you want to see sales growth accelerating. There's a ton of different fields here that you can use to kind of narrow down your list. I like to get my list to about 30 ideas. And then from there, I can dig down deeper to find, really, really great long-term breakout candidates. So I think this is a really great start for screening for stocks to trend follow using fundamentals and technicals. One other, kind of lever, if you will, that you could use is the Descriptive tab. So if you want to look for stocks on a certain exchange, or if you want to eliminate stocks with a really small market cap, you can do that here on the Descriptive tab. I like to ensure that there's enough volume, at least 100,000 shares traded a day. If you want to zero in on a particular industry or exclude ETFs, that's another, field you can use. If you want to find, low-priced stocks, under $10, you could try that. Or if you're looking at larger cap names, maybe you only want stocks over a certain price, for instance. So these are all different ways that you can find trend following stock ideas using both fundamentals and technicals. As I mentioned, displaying the results in this chart format is really intuitive. And finally, you can click this all button to show a tab with all of the criteria. So if you just want to tweak it once you've set it up, this is an easy way to do it. But in short, FinViz makes it very simple and very visually intuitive to scan for stock picks that could be good trend following candidates. Using both fundamentals and technicals. And a reader asked me about this. One of the reasons I really like this approach is because if you do find winners, like I own Toro Corp at the moment. I believe I bought it first around 41, and I think I added around 51.50. But you can see these stocks, and this is a weekly chart, by the way. So this is going back 2 years, and we can update it to go back further. And just you get the sense that these companies that have good fundamentals and strong technicals, I mean, they can just charge higher for years, months, quarters, weeks, years on end. And that's really what I'm trying to do, and what my trading approach is trying to catch these big winners, using the sort of fundamental and technical screening tools available free online. If you want to learn more about this, and in detail, I do have this blog post I've written. I'll link to it below the video, but it basically goes through what we talked about in a lot more detail, with screenshots and everything, and some other ideas, so you can really just get a sense, to how to do this kind of fundamental and technical trading yourself. I've also, on this page, there's you can download a free PDF that, again, just, I think, is a 12-page PDF that goes into much more detail about using FinViz and technicals and fundamentals to find these breakout trend following stock picks. So I really hope that this has helped you get a sense of how you can find these big trend following opportunities using fundamentals and technicals. If you're curious about more, come on over to intelligenttrendfollower.com. There's links below in the description of this video, and I'm sharing this kind of analysis each week. I also publish free stock picks each week to help you put this analysis into action. So come check it out, intelligenttrendfollower.com. I'll be happy to have you. So thanks very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and hit the link below to come check out the free picks and detailed free information here at intelligenttrendfollower.com. Thanks very much for watching.